Okay, so thanks everyone for joining today's session. It's a free career workshop that promises to leave you empowered, literally empowered. You would understand how to stand out with your CV. You would understand how to stand out with your LinkedIn profile. You would understand what project management, business analysis is all about, and also how to gain practical work experience. So that is what this session is all about. If you live in the UK, you would know that experience is what helps you to stand out. And if you're anywhere close to me, you would know that I don't believe in something is saturated or something is not happening. I believe that the right positioning and the right strategy can help you to 100% stand out. Okay, so we're going to talk about how you can unlock tech careers. All right, so I just want to confirm, am I very audible? Can you see my screen? Everything perfect before we kick in to what we've got to discuss today? One or two people just give me a thumbs up or a confirmation via the chat. Everything perfect. Thank you, Rashida. I have your Rashida in my training. I love the name. Okay, so how can you transition into in-demand tech roles like I did? Like I moved to the UK and I transitioned into in-demand tech roles. How can you do that as well? How can you move into the next big role for your career? I remember moving into the UK and it felt like rejection upon rejection. Don't forget to mute yourselves when you come in. You know, rejection upon rejection upon rejection. I'm sure a lot of people can relate to that. But then I learned positioning and everything changed. Okay. And now I'm not even looking for a job. But then my emails, my LinkedIn profile, they keep, offering me a position that I'm not looking for because that is not part of my goals, for 2025. So let's get cracking. Normal housekeeping rules. Please turn off your microphone as you jump in because I know that some people might not know that their mics are unmuted when they jump in. So as soon as you jump into any meeting, always learn to turn off your mic. Feel free to type your questions in the chat box. I always love to engage with people. I love to see people on camera. I love it. I really, really love it because every time people finish my training, they always say how much they've gained the confidence. Like, oh, I couldn't talk in a room. I couldn't, talk in an audience, but now I'm confident because I will keep telling you to turn on your camera because if you go to an interview, you can't turn off your camera. So I love it when you turn on your camera. You can raise up your hand, ask a question. I'm very happy to take your questions. Okay, so I would have like a Q&A segment as well where you can ask your questions. It might be in the middle of the presentation or after the presentation. So whilst we wait for others to come in, let's get cracking. All right, so somebody is already writing. Somebody's already trying to take over my presentation. So today we will be talking about understanding project management and business analysis, even if you're a beginner, because I also had zero knowledge about these two roles many years ago when I transitioned into tech. I had zero idea. Okay, so I've now understood that anybody, if I can do it, anybody can do it because I used to work in healthcare. I'm sure a lot of people on this call, or maybe not, but a lot of people think they have to start with that career when they move into the UK or any other country, US, Canada is kind of similar. I also talk about the industries where you can work. There's a lot of tech roles in the healthcare sector, but again, knowledge is power and information is key. So there are different sectors here in the UK, US, and Canada that you can work in as a project manager or a business analyst. We'll talk about healthcare tech, okay, CV and LinkedIn positioning to stand out. We'll talk about how you can ace your interviews, how you can tell a story in your interviews, and why hands-on experience is non-negotiable. That is the only thing that can literally give you a job in 90 days. you have to know how to tell a story with your hands-on experience. And I'll also talk about next steps on how we can work together. Okay. So why should you listen to me? Why? Why should you stop what you're doing on a beautiful Saturday and listen to what I have to say? Because a lot of people, I always hear that follow who know road. You know what that means? Like follow the person that has walked the path that you want to walk. Literally, somebody that has got the evidence, somebody that has got the results. Okay, I'll be joined by two of my alumni, people in my training, sharing their story today. So I'm based in the UK and I work as a senior business analyst. And what that means is I'm in the field by choice. I'm in the field by choice and I am still hands-on. So literally what happens in my day-to-day, I'm able to share with you so that you understand what it means to work as a BA and as a PM. I also double up as a product. I also work within the product management space as well. For example, as I speak now, my product manager is somewhere soaking in the sun and I'm standing in for her. So that is it. I always tell BAs, if you want to be a very good BA, make sure that your product manager can leave you to say, crack on whilst I enjoy myself. So that is how you can stand out. So I always like show that part in my training as well. I'm a career coach and I've been doing that for a long time, and I'm the founder of Innovate Paths Consulting Limited that is sponsoring this free career workshop today. So I had a lot of humble beginnings, in healthcare, doing support roles and moving into tech. Within a few months, I had career progression into doing senior business analysis. And you know what's interesting? As soon as I finished my training, I went straight into contract roles, earning per day. So I always tell my students, when you see per day roles, please don't be scared. Jump on it. Jump on it. You can absolutely get it. Everything is all about packaging. I'll tell you the truth, it's about packaging. So I have empathy for anyone that's, joins my trainings. I would mentor you to get it as long as you yourself you are willing, because you can't force the horse to the river, if the horse is not interested. So you yourself have to be willing. And I can relate to a lot of things, a lot of struggles. You might be a mom, I'm a mom as well, so I can relate to transitioning into something new and having a family to raise. Okay, so I can relate to that a lot. That doesn't mean that I don't love my fathers and the men as well, but women, we do so many other things with, transitioning as well. So I bring in mentorship practical. For me, it's all about the practical element. I don't really focus on theory, because I know that when you jump into the interview and you just textbook, or you have done CPAB, you have done PMI, you have done Prince 2, all of these things are amazing things, but I know firsthand it doesn't help you to stand out. Certifications don't get you the job. The practicality and the practical experience is what gets you the job. Okay, so enough of me. I just wanted you to know why you should listen to me. So I've been featured in quite a number of publications, and it just shows that when you move into something new, if somebody had told me, oh, when you move into this career from healthcare, from packing shifts, from jumping from one thing to another, you get featured. I'll say, no, don't say that. So it just shows you how much impact you can make when you make a decision to change the game, to change the career for yourself. Okay. And Innovate Park Consulting Limited, we are committed to empowering you with practicality, real world skills, personalized guidance. We have trainers that are currently working in the field. I have my project management trainer. We have over 8 to 9 people that support the training, support the projects, because I know that you would always need support. So we don't leave you to be stranded, basically. No, this is not where people leave you to be stranded. People send me messages, oh, when I join your training, are you going to leave me stranded? And I say, no, I don't do that, because I have a lot of people, that would also support you, not just by myself. Our mission is very simple: to bridge the gap between ambition and opportunity. Equipping you with in-demand skills, practical experience, and mentorship. When you land your first interview, we would have a conversation, a one-to-one conversation. This is what you should say. This is what you should not say. I'll tell you what you need to do to stand out. And oftentimes, a lot of my students have one interview and they land the first job. And it's no how would I put it? It's not a coincidence because we put in the work. When you put in the work, you're sure to succeed. So our vision, obviously, is to help you to become a leader in your career transformation journey, cutting across project management, business analysis, product management, data analysis, and the likes. And some people might say, oh, I want to land a remote job and all of that. We also have trainings where you learn how to use Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn to land yourself a remote job, to create a portfolio that stands out in the competitive markets. Okay, so let's get into why we are here today. I'm going to be explaining a lot of things about CV, LinkedIn, project management, business analysis, and the likes. So why should you choose us, or why should you choose me? Practical work experience. You already know that I've said that a million times because I know that's the only thing that will help you to stand out in the job market. Gain hands-on experience with projects. So we normally build real projects for clients. On Monday, we're kicking off a new course for the hands-on experience program. And we also give you references because so many of you have never, worked a job before. You don't, some people will tell me, I've been doing business. I have someone in my training at the moment. She's been doing business all her life. She has never had a job before. So she's saying, oh my God, this is all new to me. So because of that, we give you references. So say you have some other companies that we can put on the CV on LinkedIn, we would also give you reference. And many times I would normally like fill the reference forms, NHS, civil service, different companies for my students when they eventually land a job. So that would also give you credibility. And when you have verifiable reference in the UK, if you have never worked in tech before. And obviously, we're fully registered. Even when they check us out on Company House in the UK, they will see that this company is into IT consulting. All right. And the last reason is industry trained tutors and personalized experience as well. Okay, let's remember to mute ourselves. Okay, so you might be wondering, is this for me? Why should I even be here? If you are an ambitious professional and somebody says, can the reference be used in Europe? Yes, definitely. We also refer students in US, Canada as well. So that's no limitation at all because you know that we're in a remote first world. So that means that you can be living in Canada and be working remotely in the UK. All right, so if you are a professional, you're a career pivoter, you're ready. Like I was ready. I remember sitting in something like this. Before they even said anything, I was ready. I'm like, I need to do this, And I was on maternity leave, so I gave myself, like I'm not going back to what I'm doing. I'm on maternity leave now, and I'm going straight into tech. So if you're ready to launch a career in project management, in business analysis, if you're ready to move beyond theory and step into high-paying tech roles, then this session is for you. If you're a newcomer, if you're a beginner like I was, this session is for you. Okay, if you've done a boot camp before and you feel stuck, because so many people come into my training and you'll be shocked they've done boot camp before. And when I speak to them, I'm like, are you sure you did a boot camp? So if you've done a boot camp before, but it felt like news, it felt like you were just put in a box, this session is for you. If you've done certifications, which is even better, that means you already have solid theoretical background. Maybe you've done certifications in product management, business analysis, project management. This session is definitely for you. And if you want to break into any of these roles that I've talked about, then this session is definitely for you. Okay, so I'm sure a lot of you might be wondering, what is project management? Who wants to try? You can already see the answer on the screen. So I don't think I should tell you to try again. Maybe before I go to the next slide, I'll tell you to try. But a lot of you have done project management before. Okay, I run a podcast, okay, where people share their unfiltered stories. And I had this lady, she's from Congo, and she's a first generation immigrant. That means she's somebody that, maybe her great grandfathers or something, migrated to the UK. And we spoke about project management because she works as a project manager with the NHS. And she'll share with me how everybody is a project manager. You are a mom, you are managing a project. You are a dad, you are managing a project. Because guess what? You plan the day. If you have a very important conference that you have to be in tomorrow, I bet you'll be planning today. That is the mindset of a project manager. Now, the gap is because you don't know the technical skills, you don't know the in-demand skills of project management to be able to land a job. That is the difference. But when it comes to the basic understanding of planning, budgeting, planning out how you want the next day to be successful, then you're already a project manager. So project management follows an approach of planning, organizing, managing resources to achieve goals, to achieve something. Every organization in today's world, you see a lot of AI tools, you see a lot of tools being built, startups, everybody is building something. I'm also building something at the moment I'm going to be sharing soon. But everybody is building something. And for everything we're building, we need project managers, we need business analysts, product managers as well. Okay, and you will see something online where AI can replace a lot of jobs, but it can't replace project management. Because when you're doing project management, you have to work with people. The human elements cannot be replaced. AI cannot think like a person. AI cannot manage difficult stakeholders. AI can give you an output if you know how to use it, but it can't help you to tell your difficult stakeholder to calm down. So project management cannot be replaced. And even the AI tools need you to build the tools for them. Okay, so it involves coordinating people, processes, tools to achieve an outcome. So, as I always tell people, you want to be a good project manager, you must be a people person. It is non-negotiable because many often time you're involved in getting people to move. You are checking, you are making sure that the project is not going out of scope. And that is the only way you can do that is by being a good people person. If you're very bad with collaboration, interpersonal skills, it's going to be very difficult. It's going to be very, very difficult. So that's why joining a life project will help you to know what it means to work with other people. People will push you, they would step on your toes, but being able to calm down would help you in your real job. That's why I tell people. So you don't go to a training and you're fighting with people. No, you don't need to do that at all. Because when you get to your real job, you're going to fight. So you need to calm down. Okay, so project managers launch new products daily. They improve systems. They are the engine that drives that innovation and progress, within any industry. And I'm going to be showing us industries where we can work, as project managers. Now, what does it entail? There's so much, and this list is not exhaustive at all. It includes, project objectives. Every project must have an objective. What do we want to do on this project? As a project manager, you're going into your project plan, you're putting together the rough plan, you're sharing it, with your stakeholders, you're validating it. It involves creating timelines. As a project manager, you need to understand what it means that, from January to December, we're building a project, but this is what's going to happen in January to March. This is what's going to happen in March to July, from July to September. That is the job of a project manager. And these are the things that we teach in the life project. As a project manager, as well, you're coordinating your team. It feels like you have a lot on your shoulder. So as a project manager, you have to be ready because sometimes you will feel like you're carrying so much on your shoulder. Okay, you manage risk. Risk is non-negotiable. Risk in the sense that imagine I have a conference tomorrow and I see a risk that I don't have anywhere to keep my kids. That is a risk, and I have to start thinking about how to solve that risk. Because if I don't have anywhere to put my kids, I can't go to the conference. So it is a risk. And then I have to start making phone calls. I have to see who can help me out. I'm trying to mitigate the risk from actualizing. That is the job of a project manager. Risk, non-negotiable. In fact, you go to an interview, they will test you on risk. It is non-negotiable. You have to be someone that can see ahead as a project manager. So you also ensure stakeholder satisfaction. Yes, you do. You're speaking to stakeholders. Of course, when you start a new project, you need to know who are the stakeholders, who are the people that are involved, in what I'm trying to deliver. And you continuously work with them to make sure that you're not you're not getting in trouble with the project, because everybody's going to be on you. Everybody's going to be on you, the project manager. So if you are someone that thinks strategically, then you can be a good project manager. And all these things are things that you can learn. You can learn them absolutely. All right. So it's project management is one of the most beginner friendly career paths to follow. And what I love most about project management as well is it has a lot of roles that surrounds it, from project coordination to project support. If you check civil service websites, you see so many roles that relate to project management, but they don't call them project manager. You can also go for scrum master, you can go for delivery management. There's so many roles that surround the skills called project management, and that's why it's in demand as well. And you can have a project and have like 3 to 4 project managers, depending on how complex the project is. Okay, so as a project manager, you plan, execute, and oversee projects from start to finish. You ensure that goals are met on time, within scope, and within budget. These 3 things are the key things that if you go to an interview, all the questions will surround it. They have to see that you're someone that understands time factor. How do you prioritize? Within scope, do you know what scope creep means? When your project is going out of scope, what are you doing? And within budget. So you've been given £1 million to deliver a project. Are you within the budget? So that is who a good project manager is. You're a problem solver, you're a communicator. This is non-negotiable. You have to know how to communicate, because you facilitate sessions, you facilitate workshops. If you ever want to become a public speaker, ever want to hold the mic and stand on a stage, project management is the best way to get started, because you will talk. Even if you start as a junior project manager, you will still talk. So it teaches you what it means to stay in the front of people, to plan, to do something, to share what is happening, to provide updates on your projects. Okay, so I hope we all understand what it means to be a project manager. You help decision makers to also make decisions as well. You don't make decisions, but you help to facilitate decision making. Now, if you want to thrive, and again, this list is not exhaustive at all, make sure you are a good communicator. You can see this is very repeated. Have organizational mastery as well. Time management, being able to prioritize. Because as a project manager, they might put you on 2 projects at the same time. How do you prioritize? Time management is important. You have a project that your CEO has said, this project must be delivered in maybe in the next 5 weeks. What are you doing? You have to work, fast. All right. And a deep understanding of project life cycles as well. When you go for an interview, you will need to shine, that you know what it means to deliver a project from start to finish. That is the only way you can convince your interviewer that you know what it means to be a project manager, or that you have worked as a project manager before. Okay, so there are a lot of tools that relate to project management, from Trello to Jira to Microsoft Project to Asana, all of these tools, and also Agile and Waterfall. Now, the thing is, when you learn one tool, you don't have to learn all tools. It's just going to be a waste of time. So when you understand how to use Jira, then you have a bit of understanding of, oh, this is what Trello is all about. This is what Asana is all about. A quick YouTube video will tell you the difference. So you don't have to learn everything. You learn Microsoft Project, use it for planning, for budgeting, for resource allocation, and all of that. Then you know what it means to do project management within Microsoft Project. And then when you get a job, most likely they are using Asana, for example, you're not stranded because you can 100% tell them, oh, in your previous role, you used Microsoft Project and Jira, but this is different. But when you get into the interface, you will understand it because you've used other tools that relate to it. Okay. Please let's always remember to mute ourselves when we join the call. Okay, I don't know if I have Anita. Anita, are you on the call? Okay, if you don't have Anita, I can see Easy. So I can go ahead with Easy. Easy, are you ready?
Yeah.
Hi, Easy. Hello, how are you doing?
Just another Saturday.
Okay, so Easy is an alumni. In fact, you just wrapped up your project, isn't it?
Yes, 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 I did.
Only recently, and Easy is now on the other side. I like to keep my very, very good hands on people. So Easy is now on the other side, supporting projects for other people as well. And Easy wrapped up his project recently, but he has also secured a role in business analysis. I think it's like project management and business analysis together. So do you want to share your experience with us? I don't want to keep you too long so that you can drop off if you want when you're done sharing your experience.
Switch on my camera. Oh, the
You
people
know
want
I
to see
love
my face.
I love it. If you can just put on your camera. Let people see
Okay.
your fine face.
I don't know about fine because I've been wrapped up with work recently, so
I
it's one of
know,
those things.
I
Uh,
know.
let me see. Can
Okay.
people see me now?
I can. I don't know. Can any other person see easy?
Because I'm using multiple screens.
Yeah, we
So
can.
Okay, they said they can,
okay.
yeah.
Okay, hi guys. I can't see my face, so I'm using multiple screens. But yeah, what do I want to say? It was quite an interesting cohort. We learned so much on project management, business analyst, what it takes to run a project, the technical jargons, as we say, that's being used. And yeah, so we had a project, which was a digital transformation project. And after everything, it was the same project that I used for my interview. We made me secure the role. So currently undergoing business. I'm a business analyst now, and I'm doing a digital transformation project for a company, which is going to take a while because it's a big one. So yeah. Um, what else did we learn? We learned so much. We learned a lot. Even till now, you've also helped me optimize my LinkedIn. So right now, I have a lot of recruiters reaching out to me as well. I don't know if BME want me to show that, but it's up to her.
Want to show us?
Sorry?
Do you want to show us? I love the part where you said I'm not a business analyst. This is giving.
Okay, let me see. Let me share one of my
Okay.
screens.
I love it. And you didn't tell us that it was your very first interview. You missed that part.
Oh yeah, it was my first interview.
Brag, brag. I want you to brag.
I don't like bragging.
You don't like
So,
bragging. And
so
Easy has been so supportive. Or, so many people reach out to me. They think you had experience before you joined the training. Did you have experience before you joined the training?
no, no, didn't have any experience in business analysis before
Or you were so
before the
hands,
training. Yeah,
you were
but
so
so
handsome. Yeah.
yeah, I had to do a lot of research. Just like anything in life, you have to always put more effort into learning and learning even when you're working, when even the role that I've secured, I'm still learning on the job as part of I actually started last week, and the first thing I'm doing right now is just researching all the past documentations that is on it. So I'm reading like I'm just consuming a lot of data. It's a lot, you know. I know that I'm not really gonna really start much inputs until maybe like after a month or two, because I have to consume all the data and then be able to create the strategy for us to then move forward. But yeah.
Mm.
Um, so this is my LinkedIn page. I have a lot of recruiters reach out to me. I can't remember when was this, but this was one role that the recruiter reached out. They even took it off the LinkedIn job board and they reached out to me. And this is another one for 6 months contract. Some of these jobs I don't take because of location and stuff. And this is another, you can see this is all July, so this is how recent. And this is another one. This one is in Chelsea. I had to turn it down because of location. And yeah, and then this is another one I came up. This is in
Mm.
healthcare.
From Forward Lock, yeah. I know the guy
Yeah.
is very popular with recruitment. He's
Yeah,
more, yeah,
Howard Locke reached out to me, and I think he has his what is it called? His company, and he wanted me
yeah.
to join the company.
Yeah, he's very experienced because I've got emails from him before. Very, very experienced recruiter.
Yes. So that's it in a nutshell.
Well
Does anyone
done.
have any questions to ask?
Well done. And Izzy joined me in February. I remember he joined.
Yes, February. I joined in February.
Yeah, love it, love it. And it was his wife that reached out to me. So good wife. His wife reached
Yeah.
out to me on Instagram, and the rest is history. I'm so proud of Izzy. Very well done. Very, very well done. Any questions for Izzy? Okay, it doesn't look like there's any question. Thank you so much, Izzy. I also have Anita. Anita, are you here?
Hi, yes, I am. I
Hello.
am. Hello. How are you?
I'm okay. How are you?
Yes, I'm fine.
Yeah. Don't worry, I have your
Yeah.
picture.
It's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you want to share your experience so far since joining the bootcamp? I remember you told me that you've been doing business for a long time, so this was
Yes.
career is like pretty much new. So do you just want to share your experience with everybody?
Okay. Hi, everyone. I am Anita Wanjiru. I come from a customer service background and business. I used to work for the airlines. That was like 8, 10 years ago, and then went into my business. But early last year, I relocated to the UK and to support my husband. And here I was, I have to start from scratch. What do I do? Breaking into business into a new land, it will take time. And I was like, what do I do? So I bumped into what I was doing back at home as business was projects. I used to do a lot of renovations and interiors. So I felt like that was an easy thing to add into my new skills in the UK. So I decided to transition into tech, specifically project management and business analyst, because I love structure, I love collaboration, I love talking, I love problem solving. So like that's me. So I was like, okay, let me try this. So I realized many of the skills I was already using, like planning, dealing with clients, and solving day-to-day challenges for people's homes. There are people who don't want to deal with laborers, people who don't want to deal with a lot of stuff, so they want to hand it over. So that aligned with what I wanted to do. And I actually bought a course online for BCS here in the UK. And I actually did self-studying at home. But once I was finished, I was like, okay, now I've got it. The UK market needs someone with experience. Yes, you've got the skills, but they need the experience. So I, I did searches. I got so many places, but I bumped into one of the Innovates page. It was, I think, on TikTok or Instagram. And I was like, this is interesting. So I saw you won, Coach Ibi, you won something for, I think, in the young 40s or something. And I was like, this is interesting. I want to know more about this. So I started following you, and every post that was being made, I was, let me see what's happening. And then I think I reached out during April, and I was told there is a June cohort that is starting. So actually, when I started, I thought it was gonna go, it will be like a boot camp, direct to boot camp. But there were classes, and I told myself, I don't mind going back again and listening into the classes. Oh my goodness, that was the best thing I ever did for myself. Because, when you self-study and when you have someone who is actually bridging the gap between, the practical bit of it and just what you're reading, that for me was aha moment, like, wow, this is what I really wanted. So the training has been so nice. I have learned so much, like basic breaking down work structures, using tools like a Visio. Yes, I knew what Visio is, but I had no idea how you use that in terms of as a BA. So and I'm just from class, we've had a trial for project planning a project and presenting it. We've been using different things we learned from class, and my team did so well. So no corrections. So that for me has very good. I've learned that project management and BA isn't just about planning, it's about people, it's about analysis. It's not just about numbers, it's about asking the right questions as a BA or as a project manager. So I would actually encourage anyone, if you're thinking of trying something new, don't wait until you feel you're ready. Start
Mm.
learning. Innovate will teach you everything you need to know. I feel like I've learned so much more. And if I didn't actually go through the process of the learning, I think I would have missed so much in terms of real life experiences, because the coaches, you will learn. There's so much work to do. They're hands-on on your neck. You need to deliver. You need to be interactive in class.
Yeah.
They are not joking. So you better come prepared to learn. And indeed, we are learning so much. So I am grateful and actually just looking forward to the boot camp and yeah, what Coach Ebi has in store for us. So anyone who wants to join, Innovate is the best place. This is, for me this year, this is something I say, 2025, Innovate just changed my career and I'm confident. Yeah, Easy, I'm actually behind you. Yeah, I'm
But
behind
I
you.
will be supporting you on your projects.
Yes, yes, yes. We've been collaborating with my team members. Yeah, it's been a piece of collaboration and actually just learning how to deal with your colleagues. Like it brings in the whole aspect of how you deal with people in the workplace. So
Mm.
the response, the communication, how do you communicate with your peers at work? Yeah, so it's been very interesting. Yeah.
Love it, love it. So you joined us in June and you've already learned
Yes.
this much. Yeah, well done, well done.
Yeah. Thank you.
Okay, thank you so much, Izzy and Anita, for sharing your experience. I love it. Thank you. Okay, so let's move in with what we've got. Thank you so much, Izzy and Anita. Now, business analysis. So I've covered what project management is about, but you might be wondering what business analysis is. And I take this one very personal. I take business analysis very personal because this is my day-to-day life. So I am very precious about it and I still teach it, even though there's an opportunity for me to say someone else should teach the classes. But because I'm so precious about it, I still teach it myself. Okay, so business analysis is the practice of identifying business needs and coming up with solutions to those problems. That is what it's all about. So many people think business analysis is more technical. Yes, it's more technical than project management. Project management, you can still find a way in. But with business analysis, you have to be hands-on. There are tools that you will use, like Anita mentioned, Visio. There's so many other tools that you would use within your project as a business analyst. But if you can learn business analysis as much as possible, like learn it, like you become a master at it, you are unstoppable. Because you would see a lot of roles, like Izzy was just showing us. If I show you my own LinkedIn, you will just be like, close it, close it. I don't even open a lot of the emails anymore because, like I told you previously, it's not part of my goals, to look for a job. If you stand out, you'll be unstoppable. You would not need to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 interviews because the way you would talk in the interview, they already know that is what they are looking for. That is what business analysis is. Okay, so it also involves a bit of data analysis. So that's why we give our students Microsoft Excel for free, 100% free. I want you to learn Microsoft Excel so that when you see data, you are not like overwhelmed. As a business analyst in 2025, if you want to stand out, have a little bit of Excel knowledge, please. A little bit of data. As little as you can clean data, you can analyze data, you can create pivot tables, you can make sense of data, and you can use it to make decisions. You can create dashboards, you can create charts. All of these things you can do in Excel. You don't need to use SQL, you don't need to use Python, you don't need to use Power BI. Of course, if you want to grow very well in your career, you can go to the next level. But beginner, don't worry about those things. Learn business analysis and learn Excel. It can even help you to stand out. If you can explain how you can derive decision making from data, it can help you to stand out. So Excel would come for free. And also, if you're currently outside of the UK and your goal is to land a remote job, maybe you're out of the UK, US, and Canada, and your own goal is, I want to land a remote job, we would give you for free how to use Upwork, Fiverr, LinkedIn, how to create a portfolio. That will be given to you for free if you register today. Okay, so all of the things that we do in business analysis is to drive smarter, faster, and more profitable decision making. Now, I'll tell you something. Since I've been studying business analysis, and it's an ongoing journey, Izzy said the same thing. He's got a new job. It feels like he's new because don't forget, he did a boot camp, but he got a job. Because the minimum we will sell you if you come to our boot camp is 3 years of experience. Because I know that I want you to stand out. If you put 6 months, you will take time. So minimum 3 years. And for you to have 3 years of experience on your CV and your LinkedIn, it means that you yourself, you have to come to par with it. You have to speak like a project manager, speak like a business analyst. Minimum of 3 years. That is how we're going to sell you. Okay. So as a BA, you now need to be able to tell the interviewers or the people that are speaking to you or the people you are chatting with that you are already a business analyst. Not that you don't tell them you did training or you did boot camp. No, we don't tell them that. So we package you to become a project manager or a business analyst. And since I've been studying business analysis, one thing I realized is that a lot of organizations, you see NHS, civil service, they have a lot of tools that are not fit for purpose. That is why there's huge demand. Within the last couple of months, I've not really been posting it like that again, but I was really posting jobs from civil service and NHS because I was so shocked. They are looking for 20 BAs at once, looking for 25 BAs at once, looking for 16 project managers at once. That is how they were looking for them. So one thing I tell my students is position yourself. I don't want you to do 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 interviews. No, I want you to do one interview and get it. And the only way you can do that is if you master the art of storytelling. And how can you do that? Speak like a project manager and speak like a business analyst. You would be unstoppable. They would want you to come back. Izzy had his interview. He didn't say that part. Within a few days, he messaged me, he got the job. I was like, so it's always interesting to see when people, get these things. And like I told us, if I see you are good, I don't retain everybody. If I see that you are exceptional, then I retain you to also come and learn more projects. So that's what Izzy does. There's so many of them. I have Elizabeth. Elizabeth got 4 job offers in project management, and she's also supporting other people till now. So that's what I do to the people that I don't want to go. I want them to pour into other people. And because they are recently in the job market, so they can explain to you what it means to be in the job market and secure a role, go for an interview, because they are new there. So if you have an interview, you'll already formed relationship with them, you can message them. Oh, hi, Easy, I've got an interview. Oh, this. He's just left the job market, so he can tell you things that is currently in process now, not something that happened 5 or 6 years ago when we were doing our own, our own stuff. Okay, so what does business analysis entail? This list is not exhaustive. Engaging stakeholders, gathering requirements, documenting business processes, supporting the development and implementation of solutions. These are the things that you will do as a BA, and these are the things that I teach you within the bootcamp as well. Hands-on experience program. So as a business analyst, you act as the voice of the business. That is who we are. So many times it feels like we're talking to so many people. That's what we do day in, day out. But again, like I told you earlier on, that you want to be a good speaker, start with project management or business analysis, because you will speak to people every day. I never intended to start creating content, but the more I've done business analysis and I'm speaking to people, I'm so confident with talking, with going to places and talking. I can talk anywhere, because these roles have taught me what it means to speak to people, to be a good communicator. All right, so I hope we understand this, because I always like it when you see the differences. As a project manager, you are driving the project. As a business analyst, you are making sure the business meets the needs. And that's why I said I want you to learn data using Excel as well, so that when you see 2 million rows of data, you are not scared. Of course, you can't have 2 million rows of data in Excel, but I just want you to know that you see large data sets, you know where to start from. Okay? Hopefully this is making sense. So as a BA, you are the bridge between the organization and the solution. I always love to use my event planner example. If you want to understand what project business analysis is, understand who an event planner is. Event planner is someone that helps somebody to get married by speaking to the person that will do the cake, the person that will do a lot of things, and they bring it together to have a successful wedding ceremony. That is who a business analyst is. Okay, they translate business needs into clear requirements for development teams and help organizations to improve their systems, process, and profitability. And you do it without writing one single line of code. I don't write codes. You do all of this without writing one single line of code. So I told us before, this is like my baby. This is my day in, day out, and I'm very precious about this one. So I continue to teach business analysis myself. Okay, so everything that I talked about here is what you'll be doing within the boot camp. What are the essentials? Like I did for project management, stakeholder management, business process modeling, requirement elicitation, proficiency in Excel, Jira, and Lucid Chat. And all of these are what you learn within the bootcamp. Okay, I want to go through fast now because of the time. So other skills that you will learn, like I did with project management as well, communication, critical reasoning is very, very important for business analysis. Presentation skills, very important, because you're going to be presenting to senior stakeholders. So you need to know how to present. So that's why every week, there's always somebody from the project presenting. In fact, it's twice a week on Mondays and Fridays. You present. So why put yourself down? I want to present. I want to be the one to do this presentation, because the more presentation you do, the better you become. The first time I did a session like this, I'm sure I was not as good as I am now. And the one I will do next time will be better than what I'm doing today. So the more you do presentations, the better you become. Okay. So there's so many roles you can do in healthcare. So many people might say, oh, I really, really love healthcare. I want to be in healthcare. Or maybe you're looking for a visa sponsorship, right? And you know that the NHS, obviously, they are the biggest visa sponsorship organization in the UK, right? So there's so many roles behind the scenes that you can do. And this list is not even complete at all. You have electronic health record project manager, you have healthcare business analyst, you have implementation specialist. If you see this implementation, very related to business analyst, but they don't call it business analyst. It's all about implementing something. How do you implement it? You do everything you are doing in project management and business analysis to implement it. Clinical data analyst. You have telehealth coordinator. You have healthcare product manager. I told us before that one thing I love about project management is it has a lot of skills that surround it. A lot of roles that are not called project manager, but they use the skills of project management. All right. So there's so many other roles. This month, towards the end of the month, we're having a session on global talent visa. So many people don't know that they can position themselves for global talents. So the person that's coming to facilitate that session, he's when he told me how many people he has helped to secure global talent, I was like, wow, you have to come and talk to my community. Because I love to have like community sessions like every month. Last month we had the AI one. I don't know if anybody attended the AI one, but it was explosive. This is 2025. You should not be applying to jobs manually. You should be able to use AI tools to check if you are likely to get the job. So Esther taught us so many tools that can help you in your job application. And if you want to watch that, please check our YouTube channel. Esther's session is on our YouTube channel. So I'm sure, Martha, if you can please drop the link to the YouTube channel. Even the Global Talent Visa will also be added to the YouTube channel, but we'll be hosting it live. So if you want to attend this session, you can also like drop a comment on this call that you'd like to attend the Global Talent session so that we can send you the link to join. It's 100% free. I normally have free sessions, but I normally have the ones that I do to my community inside, not the one that everybody can come and join. No, they have to be different benefits. We've had sessions on civil service. We also gave them like the questions that you get asked in your civil service interview. Because if you don't know, Civil Service UK, their interviews are repeated. They are repeated. They repeat it day in, day out. But the way you answer is what matters. So we give them a question bank. Okay, so what else have we got? There are a lot of career paths that you can jump on with project management and business analysis skills. You have your project manager, you have your business analyst, you have your product manager, you have project coordinator, program manager, and the list goes on and on. This list is not exhaustive at all. That is one thing I love about project management and business analysis. And I tell people, please, when you're looking for a job desperately, don't just be searching project manager. No, there are so many roles that use project management skills, but they don't call it project manager on the job board. They call it something else. Okay, so you have to be very aware and you have to believe in yourself. Touch your chest and say, I will get a job. Within the next 3 months, I will get a job. Because that's what I did to myself. And I achieved it. And I'm sure Easy did that as well. And he did just one interview and he got the job. So you have to believe in yourself and you have to put in your all as well. Don't do one leg in, one leg out, and you are beating your chest that you get a job. It's just a waste of time. You have to put in your all. Please subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you can watch a lot of videos. There's so many videos that we have on the channel, and this session would also be uploaded to the YouTube channel. Okay, so how can you position your CV? How can you position your CV? Be results focused. You know that it's very competitive now. Recruiters are looking at so many CVs now. And before the CV even gets to them, the ATS software will cut over 75% of the applications out. You have to learn how you can beat the software. And that's part of what Esther covered in the AI session. Please catch up on the AI video. It will really, really help you. It was really insightful. She's one of the best facilitators I've brought on to my community. Be result focused, not task, not I did, I facilitated. How did you do it? Include measurable achievements. So go back to your CV. If your CV has never given you an interview before, your CV is the problem. Don't think, oh, it's never going to happen. I speak to some people. I met her at a conference, after I had my own talk. She was telling me, oh, she's been looking for a BA job. She has done 5 interviews. She's not getting it. I told her that she's the problem. Why should you do 5 interviews and not get a job? She said there was one she did 3 stages and she got to the 3rd stage and she met with the CEO and he asked her, how do you do system analysis? And she said, oh, I don't really know system analysis. How can you tell somebody you don't and you want to get the job? There were 2 people. Guess what? The other person that they employed might not even know anything about system analysis. You need to be able to think on the spot. You need to be able to give an answer on the spot. That's why I tell people, create stories on the spot. Some people cannot create stories. So I've put together something. I've put together like 10 project stories in healthcare, in IT, in retail. I did it yesterday. And I've been working on it, and I'll share it. If it's something that you're interested in, you can get it. So you don't have to think for yourself. You have 10 stories, 10 project stories. I also tell you within the products how you can use it as a product manager, how you can use it as a business analyst and a project manager. So you don't need to think. You just need to now immerse yourself in the stories. Even if you've not done it, immerse yourself in the story and use it in your interview. Okay, you need to be able to highlight the tools and methodologies that employers care about. So you have 5 applications you are doing. You're not going to apply for the 5 the same way. I'm telling you the truth. Because I've been on the hiring side, and I see a lot of BAs make that mistake. And whenever I'm in the hiring side, I like to care about my people, my Niger people, but they always fall my hand. You understand? So you have to master storytelling and package yourself. The people that get jobs are the people that know how to package themselves correctly. They will train you when you get the job. They will, even if it's a per day job and they are paying you £500 per day, they don't expect you to start the job today and you are ready. No, they will give you some slack. We have consultants coming to our office day in, day out, people earning 1.5 per day. They don't start on the day one. They still need to understand the domain, understand the project. And with that, you are using opportunity to learn, to quickly make research. You're having a mentor. I've had people that I've mentored, they got a job, but they don't know what to do. There was a lady that got a senior BA job. She didn't know what to do. So I mentored her for the first 1 month on her role. So get a mentor. Your own is fight to get in first by anyhow. And then when you get into it, you start doing the other things. They won't sack you in 6 months, but you have to show yourself in 6 months. So if you don't show yourself in 6 months, I've seen people lose their jobs because they were not showing themselves right. So please master storytelling and master how to package yourself. Tailor each job, use keywords from the job description. You will get an interview. Believe in yourself. Don't be negative that, oh, I can't get it. Even as you're applying, you're already telling yourself, let me just apply. The job is too saturated. The job market is too hard. You're already telling yourself that you're not going to get it. Affirmate yourself, like say the right things to yourself before you even apply for the job, and show leadership initiative as well and impact in your interview. That way you'll be unforgettable. All right. So if you also want to use LinkedIn to get noticed, have a banner. If you don't have a banner now and you join the training, we'll do your banner for you. Easy's LinkedIn profile was just there, and we optimized his profile, and now he's getting messages from recruiters. So we optimize your profile. We put a banner that stands out, shows who you are. We change your bio, we change everything. Some people just go to ChatGPT, they just copy. Even when I go to your bio, I know it's ChatGPT. When I go to your about us, I know you use ChatGPT. So so you have to do it strategically. Okay, so write a compelling about us section that shows why and what you bring. Showcase hands-on experience and projects. Don't just write, I did. What have you worked on? Did you work on healthcare projects? Did you work on IT projects? Did you work on engineering projects? Showcase it. That's why I said that. I just saw that a lot of people are struggling with project stories. They don't really know, okay, this is a project I did. They don't really know how to say it. So I just said, okay, I'm going to put together projects for them, over 10 projects. Let them use it in their interview and say that they did this project. This is how they did it, so that they can stand out, in the interviews. Engage with posts in your industry. You're interested in business analysis, follow IIBA, follow BCS, follow people that are in business analysis. Follow me on LinkedIn. Engage with my posts. On LinkedIn, you're interested in business analysis, because I have a lot of connections that are in business analysis. Strategically, don't just comment on one influencer on LinkedIn. When you get a job, you can go back to that. But for now, strategically, let your name come up on places where recruiters are looking at. All right. So hopefully it is making sense. And if you want to ace your interview, please use the STAR methodology. And you can also add the extra R, which stands for reflection. NHS particularly loves that. They love it when you're doing STARR. They love it. They love it very, very much. Okay, so you have to know, okay, I've applied to civil service. This is what they do in this one. I've applied to NHS. This is what they do in this one. I see a lot of people. It makes my heart bleed because you now got an interview after applying, and then you're not ready. I will speak to them in like few days to the interview, and I ask you, tell me about yourself, and you are still stammering. I just pray for you that you find favor, because you yourself, you've not put in the time, you've not put in the effort that is required for God to bless the work of your hands. You understand? So please prepare. You don't have to have an interview before you start preparing. Start preparing from now. Get your camera up. You're interested in project management. Start recording yourself. Do you understand? Go in front of the mirror. Start talking to the mirror and saying, in my current project, I did this. In my this thing, I did this. Start talking to yourself. You start. Record yourself. Show somebody. Call your family member and tell them to stand in front of you and talk to them. Because you know some roles, they'll want you to come face to face for the interview. So practice storytelling so that they can see your impact. And you know that if you live in UK, US, Canada, or any other country, I know someone said they live in Portugal on the call, the accent sometimes might be a barrier, but don't allow the accent to be a barrier. Let it be your plus. So what you do is structure your answer. If you don't put your answer in STAR methodology, they will lose you and they'll just be looking at you. You know, these people know how to deceive you so much that you are doing well in the interview. And it can be a black person in your interview, it can be a white, it doesn't matter. Color is nothing. We are all, we are all one. But when you go to the interview, even if you are saying the wrong thing, I'll just be doing like this. Wow. I'll be nodding my head. You think you're saying the right thing. You just keep going, going to the other side. So practice storytelling. When you have practiced it before the session, please, when you have practiced it before the session, then you will stand out. You will not mix your words. You will not, you will be straight on, hitting the nail on the head. All right. So obviously, if you work with us in the bootcamp, if you have an interview, I will speak to you definitely before your interview. So many times they tell you to do a presentation, and in the presentation you have to, whatever, we will prepare you for your interview. All right. So show confidence. Confidence will help you to stand out. Or confidence will, even if you are saying rubbish, there's a kind of confidence that you have. And when you go to project management or business analysis interviews, they want to see that they can put you in front of their stakeholders. They want to see that you're not going to be scared of their difficult stakeholders. So that confidence, if you know you are naturally not a confident person, some people say she eats banana or eats things, all these funny things. But you can watch how to communicate or how to build your confidence on YouTube. There are a lot of things that you can watch. That's why in my podcast, I bring people that have been there, done that, so that you can learn from them. You can subscribe to my podcast. There's so many things that we talk about. All right. So confidence, curiosity, and how you solve problems will help you to stand out. So why should you have hands-on experience? Because theory would not help you. I can say that a lot of people are just doing Coursera courses. It's good. I love it. It's good. Because I personally even share Coursera courses to my students every week. I love it. But you cannot replace it with hands-on experience. Please. There are a lot of free courses I share to my students. Do it, but it is not going to help you to land a job. I'll be honest with you. Hands-on experience, the fact that you have done a project, you have spoken to stakeholders, you have done a wireframe, you have done all these things that you're supposed to do in your role. You have done MS project, you have done budgeting, resource allocation. It can never go out of your brain because as human beings, we are visual. We are visual in nature. Do you understand? So when you visually see something, it sticks with you. All right, so hands-on experience for me, it stands out, and that's what helped me as well in my own journey. Employers want the proof that you can do the job. They don't want, they know when you're just bluffing, they know. When you're fluffing, they know. So UK work experience program will help you. That is why I started it, because I saw that there was a gap. There is a gap. People are just starting one course today, they will not even finish it. They will start another one tomorrow, they will not finish it. Just the same circle. It's just going to be a repeated circle. It's always good to follow somebody that has been in the, done that before. So gain real world experience, build projects, build confidence, and be interview ready as well, and learn the tools and techniques that you can use to stand out. Of course, this free workshop, it should be enough launch pad for you to know what is possible and what is not possible. You learn exactly what these roles entail, the tools, the skills that you need to stand out in the job market. It is also your career accelerator that can help you to get started, even as a beginner. As long as you're willing to put in the time. You see, Anita said she finished it. She watched the video again. Even me, I have trainings I do. I have my paper where I write, I'm going to be learning about public speaking. I'm going to be learning about confidence, because these are the things that I want to get into. So every day I must watch a model on these things. I also pay for mentors. I pay for people to help me as well to get better in everything that I'm doing. That is the only way to actually get into, into something that you really, really want. What you can do for 1 year, if you have the right person on your side, you can do it in 3 months. All right. I hosted a session, I think it's last week, Monday now. I was telling my students that this is your launch pad to landing a job in 3 months. Do everything I've just told you now and come back and share your success story. So it's now up to them if they take the steps. So we offer a lot of courses, but this free workshop in particular is for project management and business analysis, because that is the one that was starting on Monday, the 21st of July. So we also have data analysis and business intelligence. They are just wrapping up. They're still in the course, and we'll have a new course starting, I think it's in August or September. We also offer Excel and PowerPoint. Again, I give this to you for free if you join the project management, business analysis, or data analysis and business intelligence, because I want you to stand out with data. If some people will say they will learn it on YouTube, you can't learn it on YouTube. There's nothing like being with people and learning it and having assignments. There's nothing like that. So we also have the UK Work Experience Bootcamp, which is starting on Monday. We also offer other services. You think you're ready, you don't need training, but you want to stand out on your CV and your LinkedIn profile, or maybe you have an interview, you want to prep for your interview. Even if you're not in the UK, maybe you're prepping for a remote job or whatever, career support as well. We offer these services to people. So obviously, like I said, the work experience bootcamp starts on the 21st of July, which is just in a couple of days. So if you're aspiring, you're a beginner, you want to become a project manager, a business analyst, you've done a bootcamp before, you've done certifications, but you're not standing out yet, this is the game changer, because I've seen it work. A lot of people, like Elizabeth, for example, she had done a bootcamp before, and she told me, "Oh, are you sure you're going to help me? Because I've done a bootcamp before and I did not even understand everything they were saying." And she went from that to landing 4 job offers. I'm sure her video is somewhere on my YouTube, so you can watch it. And if you join the training, Elizabeth is one of the support analysts that will be supporting you on the project as well. So you feel stuck, there's no interview, nobody's asking you to come for interviews in your inbox, everything is silent, then you want to join the UK Work Experience program, and we offer installment payment as well. Okay, so these are some of the tools that you'll be learning. You learn Jira, how to build a product backlog, how to start a sprint, everything about Agile, Scrum Master, all those things you learn using Jira, Excel, Miro, PowerPoint because you need to do presentations every week. You learn Microsoft Visio as well, doing process mapping, and you'll be learning Figma. You can even use Figma to become a UI UX designer. So that's what Figma is for. Okay, so what does it look like, in the journey? So you get onboarded, we're kicking off a new project on Monday. I'll be kicking off that project. You get access to our learning management system, so you'll be able to catch up on so many things that I've talked about, like how to land a job in civil service. These are the questions they will ask you. Everything is in our LMS. Excel, PowerPoint is also in the LMS. You have collaboration with other people as well. Anita is going to be in that same cohort. So if you're joining the bootcamp, Anita is going to be in that same cohort with you. Live projects, daily stand-up. So we have something called a daily stand-up, which is something you will do in your job. So I want you to be used to it, because I have people that will tell me, oh, I have a daily stand, I don't know what to say. And it's the way daily stand-up is done is that everybody must talk. So they'll call you, Bombay, can you give your updates? Imagine you've never done it before. You're just like, what do I say? All eyes are going to be on you. They'll call you Bankole, they'll call you Ore, Laura, I'm just calling names on the screen. Joy, Eriola, Baby Sola, everybody would say what they're doing. So I like it that my people are already doing it. Do you understand? So that it's not brand new to them, basically, when they start doing their jobs. So we have a daily stand-up is for 15 minutes, and that is the industry standard. The industry standard is that a stand-up should not be more than 15 minutes. As a project manager, if your stand-up is more than 15 minutes, it's on you. So every time our project manager is saying, okay, you guys need to set up a meeting if you have more to say, but your stand-up should not be more than 15 minutes in Agile. Okay, so even the one we do in the bootcamp as well is for 15 minutes. You also have a developer that will build your final products. So the stand-ups are Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays. 15 minutes, 7 p.m. in the evening, UK time. So between 7 and 7:30-ish, that is when you have your stand-up, and it should last for 15 minutes. Although when you newly start your cohort, because you are new to the field, our stand-up extends to like 30 minutes, because a lot of you are still trying to get your feet. You're trying to say, okay, what am I supposed to be saying in the stand-up? I keep reminding you the formats that you should use, but once you become a master, it should not last anything more than 15 minutes. So Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, and it doesn't last more than 15 minutes. And obviously, once you're done with the live project, you're getting to the end, or you feel you are ready. Easy got his job before his project ended. So many people feel they are ready. They are so confident that they are ready to start applying for jobs within 3 weeks, 4 weeks. Absolutely, send us a message. Or I want to work on my CV now. I want to work on my LinkedIn now. Or I have an interview and I want to prep. Absolutely, because I even want you to get a job, because it keeps helping me to add to my shoulder that yes, my people are getting jobs. So it's an absolute delight, to help people that had zero knowledge and help them to land jobs. So obviously we have the full project management and business analysis bootcamp as well. So this one will start in August. Okay, and this one is very, very like starting from the scratch. So all the theory, you have theory for 6 weeks, and then you now do the live work experience program. Okay, so people have been asking how much is the bootcamp. So this is the price of the bootcamp discounted for today's session. You can pay in 2 installments. You can use Klarna as well. I've had to generate links for people to pay using Klarna. So you can use Klarna to make your payments. If you're not currently in the UK, you can make a transfer. You can use a link that would convert it to your currency. I know Rashida said she was in Portugal. So obviously we'll be able to get it done for you by sending a link. Now, if you are wanting to pay in Naira and you are in Nigeria, for real, you are in Nigeria. If you're in the UK and you claim you're in Nigeria, that will not work out, because I will know. If you're in Nigeria and you want to join the training, send us a DM, please. The link has been posted and we'll tell you the price, because I know that the exchange rate can be quite annoying. So send us a DM if you're in Nigeria and we'll tell you the price. Okay. Now, if you are wanting to land a remote job specifically, you would get the session for free on how to use Upwork, how to use Fiverr. And this is different from any other thing you've joined before. This is way different to any other one you've joined before, because I have seen people get results from that session. You learn how to craft your portfolio. You learn how to use Upwork, how to buy credits and all of those things that you do on Upwork. You learn how to use Fiverr, how to use LinkedIn, how to pitch. You will learn all those things for free. If yours is to land a remote job, I don't think I've ever offered any previous cohorts this, but I genuinely see that people want to land remote jobs. So you're going to get that recording. Is a 6-hour recording. So you can literally open your portfolio step by step and do what is being taught in that class. It is a 6-hour training. So you're going to get it for free. If you are in Europe, definitely you pay, because we use similar currency. So you use the same amount, and we will send you the link to make a payment. It will convert to your currency immediately, and then you can make a payment. If you want to split the payment, you can tell, oh, this is the amount I want to pay on the first installment, and then you'll be able to pay the first installment. Okay, so it is for everybody. If you're a beginner, if you have knowledge, it doesn't matter. I will be telling you the certifications to pursue free, because I don't want you to pay for bootcamp and pay for certification. So I'll give you free certificates that you can take alongside as well, so that at the end of it all, you're fully packaged. I remember I told you that my packaging is nothing less than 3 years of experience. You need to be able to defend nothing less than 3 years. If you want to say you have only 1 month of experience, you will stay in the job market too long, and we need you to get in fast. Minimum of 3 years of experience, regardless of remote job or anything. Minimum of 3 years of experience. We're starting on Monday, the 21st of July. So all you need to do is to secure it with an installment payment, okay, a deposit, something that shows you are committed, and you can join us to kick off the project on Monday. All right. So the live project includes, live project experience in real business environment, mock interviews to help you answer your questions on the job tips and strategy. Of course, you get a job, I will not leave you stranded. So that's a definite. I'm very open. I'm in all the groups, so we can have a chat. I'm very, very open. The goal is to see you succeed. Okay, one-to-one mentorship and career coaching. We also have project manager trainers and all that, so you can also have direct access to them too. Like I told you, there are over 9 people that support you on the project as well. When is this starting? Timing starts at 7 o'clock. Either 6 or 7, I can't remember. I don't know if Dami is on the call. Is that at 6 or 7 o'clock on Monday? We also have a project coordinator. She'll be working with you side by side. Oh, you need to join the LMS, you need to join the Basecamp, anything you're having issues, we have someone that is there to support you on the journey. And her name is Dami. You'll be meeting Dami on Monday as well. Okay, so timing, AM or PM? It's PM. Now, that's one thing. All my sessions are in the evenings, because a lot of you joining the trainings have jobs. You already have jobs that you do. So all our sessions are in the evenings. We rarely have a session in the morning or afternoon. Yeah, UK and Nigeria is the same time. So that'll be the same time with the UK and Nigerian time. Okay, so our project cuts across retail. Some people have built retail projects, software development projects. We have quite a number of projects that we do. You can also do projects that relate to education, higher education project. You can build like an LMS, like a learning management system or something, or a retail software. So it cuts across different things. And remember, I told you I've put together 10 projects that you can use in your interviews, because even when you do the work experience, that is just only one project. I need you to be solid in like 3 projects. That's why I took the pain, and I'm going to be giving it to my students for free. But if you're not my students, I can't give it to you for free. You have to buy it. I'm going to be putting it on my Instagram and on my LinkedIn page as well. but it will be very affordable. Learn how to tell stories. Learn how to tell stories. Okay, days for training. So when you're doing the work experience boot camp, it's like a job. Think of it as a second job. It's a second job. Okay, I can see Esther on the call. So Esther will tell you it's like a second job. Esther is currently in the project management boot camp. So it's like a job. See it like a job. Okay, so it's not every day. You have your deliverables that are assigned to you every Mondays. Your deliverables are assigned to you every Mondays. All right. So on Mondays, you get your deliverables, and then you meet yourselves in the evenings to update yourselves where you are in the deliverable that you are doing for that day. Okay. So somebody says UK work experience reference. Yeah, I've seen that that's happened to some people. Now, when you register your business, I didn't register my business as education. I registered my business as IT consulting. So it's different. So I've never had any of my students have any of that kind of issues. Sorry if you have experienced something like that, but I've never experienced that because I am registered as IT consulting. Okay, so, and I've helped people to do references in the NHS and in the civil service, which is more like public sector and other industries as well. Is this bootcamp for PM? Yes. So my bootcamp is always 2 in 1. I want you to learn the 2 in 1. But some people might say, I don't want to learn 2, I want to learn 1, 100%. Because I even believe in being a master of one and not being a jack of all trades. But if you have the capacity to learn the 2, clap for yourself. If you have the capacity to learn the 2, then you can absolutely do that. Okay, so I'm going to be sharing the links to make the payments after this session. I don't know if I can do it now. So somebody was asking for a link. I think it was Tracy. How much would you like to pay so that I can send you the link? I can put it in. Yes, the price is for both PM and BA. It's a 2 in 1 course where you learn PM and you learn BA as well. So it's a 2 in 1 package. All right. So some people might say, oh, I tried BA, I'm not getting okay. Let me switch myself to PM. Then again, the knowledge sticks with you and nobody can take it away from you. Okay, so for the full training, for the project management and business analysis training, this is what I'm offering. Depending on the plan that you want, some people might say, oh, I want more hand holding. I want you to hold my hand, literally hold my hand and follow me where I'm going. So this is the offering, and this is for the full training starting in August. Okay. Rashida, you need clarity concerning the time, so I need to. Yes, so like I told you, the stand-ups are in the evenings by 7 o'clock in the evenings, and then you have your deliverables assigned to you on Mondays. So we normally use a tool called Basecamp. So Basecamp is a project management tool and is widely used, in America, Canada. You most likely use it even within your job. So we use that in the training to manage the projects. So that is where you'll be able to um, see where your projects that you're working on, the templates, all the templates you'll be using, the templates are also there. So once you enroll, you'll be added to the Basecamp and you'll be added to the LMS. Okay, iPhone has raised their hand. I love this. Please raise up your hand so that I don't have to look through the chats because I'm missing so many things. Please go ahead with your question.
Okay, hi, good afternoon.
Good
So I
afternoon.
want to understand the difference between the boot camp and this other one that is currently on the screen. Is it that you either do any of it, like the boot camp or this one, or what is it? Like, I don't
Okay.
quite get it.
Yeah,
And is
that's
it,
fine.
and also,
Yeah, no
sorry.
worries.
And
Yeah.
also, is it that either of them, if you do either of the sections, does it still like yield the same results? Does it still give you this like the same results you want? And is it okay like if somebody like without tech background, like
Mm.
IT background, initial probably person is in health line, just want to like have like an upgrade on the project management and business analyst some of stuff, is it okay if the person do the boot camp as well? With the person still gain the same knowledge he or she wants to gain? Do you
Okay.
understand what I mean?
Yeah, I understand you. So the first question is, what's the difference? So the UK work experience program is pretty much building the projects. That is what you're doing. It's hands-on. So you are going straight into building a project. This one I have on the screen, the full course, the project management and business analysis bootcamp, starts like, when you're starting with a baby. That's what this one does. Do you understand the difference? For the UK work
Yes.
experience program, you're going straight into building the project, and you
Okay.
still have all the required supports.
Okay, so that one is like a fast track, and this one is like you're
Yes.
starting from like you're entering a uni from start.
From start. I love that. So that one is like masters. This one is like
Yeah, a BSc
yes,
kind of thing.
yes.
All right,
Because some
that's
people
fine.
feel like they've done certifications, they understand the basics, they just want to get hands-on. So that's what the UK work experience program is for.
Yeah. Okay. Oh, okay, that's fine.
Yeah. Okay. Rashida, you have your hand up.
Okay, good afternoon.
Good afternoon.
Thank you for this. I really enjoyed myself actually. Although I've been on this, I think in June, but I had issues I couldn't enroll. Now, my question in this, I'm very particular about timing, right? Because some of us we work and we get home late, sometimes past 7 p.m. Right?
Okay.
Yeah, so you were saying it's 7 p.m. and so I really want to, and the days you weren't very specific. You just said Mondays you get delivery in the morning and you have to work at 7 p.m. So I want to know the days, how many times in a week, and specific about the timing and yeah. And also you made mention of using you are very specific about the UK, the US, and Canada market. I want to know, I am in Europe, yeah. So I want to know these same techniques are the tools we use are applicable to Europe standard too, right?
Definitely. When I say UK, what's the difference between Europe and UK?
No, you're very particular about the market, so you were just focusing. So I wanted to be sure,
Yeah.
yeah,
I get what you mean. I get what you
yeah.
mean. So it's the same. It's the same. UK and Europe, they are brothers and sisters now. So when I say that, I mix you up together. And when I say America, I'm not even only talking about America. So some people live in the surroundings of, not necessarily in the US, but surrounding country. But when I say those three countries, don't mind me, because those three countries are the most popular countries where people migrate to. So I can't really mention all the countries, but it applies, to where you are. We've had people join from Ireland and other countries in Europe as well. So that's not a limitation at all.
So what's the difference between this cohort you're starting Monday and the because I saw something on the screen talk about August. So I don't know, I got confused a bit.
Okay, so like I told sorry, I don't know your name, iPhone. The one we're starting on Monday is more like a fast track. If you're starting a project immediately on Monday. Okay, Sukirats. You're starting a project immediately on Monday. The one starting in August, which is the one I've got on the screen, is more of like teaching a baby from the beginning.
Okay.
That's the difference here. The same benefits, you get the references, you get the work experience, you get your CV done, your LinkedIn done, everything I literally talked about. You can see it on the screen so you understand what it feels like. But then on the full course, I've got like a tiered approach because some people always require more help, more hand holding than the other. So that's why you're seeing the different packages on the screen.
Okay. Okay, it's fine. Thank you so much.
No worries. So let me see. I don't think I've got any other question. So Blessing, I hope I've been able to answer your question. So again, if you reside in Nigeria, then please send us a message. Martha, can you repost the link to send us a message? In fact, everybody can send us a message. If you are interested in joining the boot camp, it will be hard for us to like take people that are interested on this call right now. So if you are interested in joining, can you please send us a message? Regardless of the one you're interested in joining, if it's the July one or the August one, send us a message so that we can take it up from there. I'm sure I saw Tracy was asking for the link, and I think it was Rashida. that was asking. Joy was asking for data analysis. So data analysis is different, and we're currently in a cohort now. So this is particularly for project management and business analysis. Now, one thing about data analysis is that it is very hands-on, very, very hands-on. So many people say they want to do data analysis and they don't have the time. When you want to become a data analyst, you require a lot of desk time, a lot of data, a lot of desk time. Okay, please. So make sure that you are going for what you have the capacity, to do. Yakubu, is this a new hand or is old hand?
Sorry, it's a new hand. I
Okay,
just
cool.
remembered something. Yeah. I don't know if because you said we should send you a DM, right? So
Yeah, send me a DM.
I would need a clarity too because of the background I'm coming from. So I think I can ask on the DM, yeah?
Yeah, definitely, definitely.
I just want
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
That's
Regardless of what you've done before, regardless, it is not a barrier. So send a message. Anybody that also generally needs clarity on anything, you just need some clarifications, please send a DM. This boot camp is not just about the training for me. I really go hard, really, really go hard, really hard. And sometimes I feel bad, like, am I too hard? Because I need to push you to the success that you want. So it can be overwhelming when you decide to start a new career. You're not sure. Are you going to the right place? Have you got the right tools, support? But that's where this bootcamp helps you to bridge the gap. So the direct link to chat is on just click on chat, and then you'll be able to send a direct message. You want to ask for clarification, you want to pay in Naira. All the bootcamps have instrumental payment, because obviously I know how difficult it is, so everything has instrumental payment. You just need to secure your slots with something that shows that you're in, and then you can absolutely join us on Monday to kick off the project. 100% virtual. All our trainings are virtual, so you can learn from anywhere in the world. All the sessions are recorded, so even if you miss a class, or maybe you were on a train, or maybe whatever the case may be, you will be able to rewatch the video. So yes, I'm going to share the video. Everybody that attended this session, you get the recording in your email, or maybe you joined via TikTok or Instagram or LinkedIn, you get a replay. This bootcamp is practical. As you can see, it is practical, because when you go to the interview, you'll be unforgettable when you're talking like someone that's done the job. Okay, so I don't just focus on resume and all that. It's the practicality, of it. Okay, so why do you think our bootcamp is different? If you meet me in the middle, because I also need you to be ready, but you will get work reference, you get real life projects, you get mentorship, technical skills, interview prep, visa sponsorship job guide as well. That's why I'm having the global talent session, because UK rules are not just UK. I don't want it to be only UK, but rules change every time. So I want you people to understand how to position yourself as a global talent as well. All right, so that's why I'm doing that session. Hands-on experience, job search strategy. We normally have sessions Mondays where we just talk about, oh, this is the interview question, or this is that, this is this, just pretty much in your face, in your face. Expert-led trainings, community of professionals, free CV and LinkedIn optimization, so that you can stand out, and access to industry tools as well. Okay, so please make sure you subscribe to we've already had a Q&A session, but does anybody have any other questions, make sure you subscribe to YouTube. We have AI sessions there, global talent will be there, this session will be there, and so many other sessions. Make sure you subscribe to that, and make sure you subscribe to we have a free community as well. We have a free tech community. Martha, can you put the link to the community in the chat so that everybody can join? Please join the community. It's for free, just so that you gain all those guidance and insights as well. Okay, so the work experience bootcamp is for 8 weeks. The full bootcamp is for 15 weeks. So it's it's a bit different with the timeline. Okay, so these are some of the people that have joined us previously. I've got our is also supporting my trainings at the moment. She had 2 job offers. So when you join the training, you meet our supporting project management people. We have Ade, we have Kiton. Kiton got a job within insurance because she had background in insurance. So she was able to secure a job in insurance. We also have Bimi as well. We have Sarah. Sarah was one of my mentees. She got 2 job offers as well. If you've ever gone to our Instagram page, you'll see Sarah's video on our Instagram page. I have Benedict as well. So this is just, some of the people that we've been able to impact, into their lives. And some of our students work in some of these companies as well. And this is not limited at all to the amount of impact we've been able to make. Okay, so this bootcamp is for you if you've done a bootcamp before, still stranded, you want to stand out in the global job market, and you're struggling to land interviews. Like if I go to your inbox on LinkedIn, nobody is telling you anything, then you definitely want to join this training. Okay, I think that's the end. Okay, so if you need actual projects, not just CV and all that, and you're just unsure how to go, you're tired of rejection emails and all that, you want to stand out, this bootcamp is for you. Okay, so I've already talked about the pricing. Again, if you want to join the bootcamp, please, as soon as we end this call, I would not be able to track you. So I can track you maybe on TikTok or wherever you've come from, but it's just quicker if you just click the link right now and send us a message that you want to join the training, regardless of where you are at the moment. So please click the link because I think we are at the end of the session. Yeah, the final thing is if you want to refer people, I've had people refer people to us. So you earn 5% per everybody that you refer. If you refer 5 people and they successfully enroll, you would get 5% on each of those people. Okay, how many live projects are on this? You do just one project. One project, yes. So that's where I was telling you that you need more stories. You need more stories. So that's how I've put together the stories, and I'm going to be sharing it with my students. But if you're not my students, 100%, you can also get access to the products, but you're going to have to buy it. I will share it on my social media platform. So if you refer anybody to us, you would get. So Ariola, can you send me a message, please? Because I've not even released it yet. I just worked on it. But if you send me a message, send me a direct message now. I'll remember to send you a message. So please click on the link, Ariola, and send me a message. Within that product, I have healthcare, engineering, IT, startup. I took my time so that you guys can craft solid stories in your interview. So please, Ariola, send me a message so that I remember to send you a message. Send me a direct message now. So yeah, I think that's it. I can't wait to see every one of you in class. For those that will be joining us, good luck and congratulations on taking one of the most insightful steps that you will take in this year, 2025. One of the most insightful steps that you take. And for those that are still not sure, if they want to take this step, you can join the free community. And if you think, oh, it's so expensive, you can start small. You can buy the remote job workshop. It is a 6-hour recording. You will learn how to land a remote job. I've seen people share testimonies from that session. I'm not the one that facilitated it, because me, I don't teach people what I don't know. So I don't use Upwork. I live in the UK. I'm not in Nigeria, and I'm not planning to get a remote job. So the person that did the session is someone like you that is earning in dollars and living in Nigeria. So he came to share everything he's done in the last 6 to 7 years and succeeding. So if you feel like, oh, you can't afford the bootcamp, then you can buy that recording. It is just 30,000 naira. So you can also send a message. It will cost you, if you're in the UK, £30. If you are in the US, $30. And if you're in Nigeria, it will cost you 30,000 naira. So you can start with that one. Okay, so there's so many options for you to succeed, literally. Okay, so I can't wait to see you on Monday if you're going to be joining us, and let's kickstart a journey together. Any questions before we wrap up? And I'm so grateful to each and every one of you that have attended today's session. Thank you for squeezing out almost 2 hours of your day. I hope you found this insightful. Can people just tell me if it was insightful or not, so that I know that I'll do better next time? Can you tell me if this was insightful or not?
Yes, it was. It was insightful. Like, I mean, actually always wanted to do project management because I've got a MSc background in public health, and across the world, there's always a public health program, public health, what's it called? Projects going on here and
Yeah,
there
yeah,
and all of that.
definitely. Yeah.
So to get that, you have to at least have a background knowledge in project management and stuff like that. So it's something I've always wanted to. So when I came across the old bootcamp stuff this morning on TikTok, and I sent a message. But yeah, it was worth it. It was, yeah,
Okay.
it's a good section.
I hope I'll be seeing you class as well.
Yeah, definitely.
You say your name is Sukirat.
Yeah, my name is Shukuraja. You can call me Sumisola. Anyone is
Ah, I
fine.
love that one. Simisola.
Yeah.
Can you send me a message on the link?
Yeah, I think I'm in on the WhatsApp already. I texted
Okay.
somebody on WhatsApp
You
already.
texted. Okay, amazing, amazing,
Yeah.
amazing. So please, everyone, send a message. And yeah, there's so much we can achieve. I always tell people that if I can do it, anybody can do it, because we know where we have come from and where we have started from. And doing what we are doing today, it is because literally from rejection to people sending me emails on LinkedIn, I don't even care about them. I'm not even reading it because that's not where I'm going in my life right now. Is my vision is bigger than hustling for a job right now. So, please take the step. This was the step I took, and it has landed me in places that I've never imagined, in rooms that if somebody had told me that you be here, I'll be like, stop it. So please take a big step, and I'm sure that I wish you all the best, and God will crown everything as well. He would also bless the work of your hands. Thank you so much for joining. I don't want to go, but I have to go. Enjoy the rest of your evening. If you've not sent a message, you are wrong. Send a message. Sorry, one last, is this? Yes, you will give you a certificate. Yes, yes, yes. Everybody receives a certificate. And we teach you to build on LinkedIn as well. So please, if you're here to send a message, send a message. You never know what can happen. You might even get a special discount. So send a message right now. Send a message so that we can take it on from there. Thank you, and enjoy the rest of your evening when you get there. Bye. Special discounts, please. Hey, send a message.